Daniel Ricciardo's future in Formula One is stirring up plenty of buzz. With the spotlight on him, fans and experts alike are eager to know how long he'll stay in the sport. Ricciardo dropped a bombshell about his exit plan, revealing shocking details that could change everything we thought we knew about his career. Curious about what he said and how it might affect his time in F1, Daniel Ricciardo has made it clear that he isn't ready to give up his Formula One seat to a younger Red Bull Jr. just yet. In an exclusive interview with Racing News 365, the 35-year-old Australian acknowledged that while he's not prepared to hand over his spot, he wouldn't feel comfortable simply occupying the seat without contributing meaningfully. He admitted that when the time comes, he would likely be open about reaching that stage in his career. A fan favourite in F1, Ricciardo has enjoyed a successful career with 8 Grand Prix victories and memorable moments on Drive to Survive. Throughout his career, he's raced for several top teams, including Red Bull, McLaren, and Renault. Currently, he's driving for the Visa Cash App RB team, Red Bull's sister team, where he began his F1 journey back in 2011. Since returning to Red Bull midway through the 2023 season to replace Nick de Vries, Ricciardo has partnered with Yuki Tsunoda. However, he has faced challenges in consistently delivering strong performances. Despite the struggles, Ricciardo remains determined to prove his worth and continue contributing to the team. In 2024, Daniel Ricciardo faced significant pressure to maintain his seat with the Faenza Based team, especially as his teammate, Yuki Tsunoda, has consistently outperformed him. This pressure is particularly intense given Red Bull's reputation for prioritizing young talent such as Liam Lawson or Isaac Hadjar over seasoned drivers. If Ricciardo were to lose his spot, it wouldn't be the first time he's been off the F1 grid. After a disappointing 2022 season with McLaren, Ricciardo was released from his contract a year early and spent the first half of the 2023 season as a reserve driver for Red Bull. This period away from the racing spotlight gave him a new perspective on his career. Reflecting on his current challenges at Red Bull, Ricciardo credits that time off with helping him navigate his recent struggles. "It's not like I have an I don't care approach," Ricciardo shared with Autosport. "But my perspective is that all this now is a bonus because I really thought at the end of 2022, maybe I would never race in Formula One again. So, to have this second chance, if there is going to be some pressure, then okay, let's take it on. Nothing can really hurt me anymore. I can't control anything that's going to happen. I can control what happens on track. I don't even take it race by race. I take it session by session," Ricciardo explained, reflecting on his mindset in this phase of his career. After overcoming early season doubts about his RB seat due to a sluggish start, Ricciardo has found his rhythm again, becoming a much closer match for his teammate, Yuki Tsunoda. This resurgence has helped him stave off the insecurity that plagued him at the beginning of the season. However, Liam Lawson, who stepped in last season and impressed during his 5-race stint while Ricciardo recovered from injury, remains a looming presence, ready to seize any opportunity that arises. Despite the early season struggles, Ricciardo has not been replaced, and Red Bull has confirmed that their driver lineups will remain unchanged for the remainder of 2024. However, doubts about Ricciardo's long-term future in Formula One persist. The pressure may be off for now, but the Australian knows that his position is far from secure, and every session counts in proving his worth to the team and securing his place in the sport. Respect for the journey. Helmut Marko has voiced his desire for Red Bull's sister team, RB, to return to its roots as a junior team, a move that has intensified pressure on drivers like Daniel Ricciardo and Sergio Perez. The idea of re-establishing RB as a stepping stone for young talent was reignited when the team transitioned from AlphaTauri, and now, with several promising drivers in the Red Bull pipeline, that vision seems more pressing than ever. Among the rising stars is 19-year-old Isaac Hadjar, currently leading the F2 Drivers' Championship and making a strong case for a set in F1. In F3, 16-year-old Arvid Lindblad is not only contending for the title, but is also believed to have influenced the FIA's recent loosening of super license rules, reportedly at Red Bull's request. These young talents add to the pressure on Ricciardo, who, at 35, no longer fits the mold of a junior driver. Despite his joking about looking younger after a recent shave, the reality is that his age and experience place him outside the profile RB may be seeking. Ricciardo, an 8-time Grand Prix winner, acknowledged the situation, saying, "Look, I also know what it's like to be a junior and a young kid that's hungry and wants that chance to get in the sport." As the Red Bull family considers its future, Ricciardo's place in F1 remains uncertain, with younger drivers eager to take the next step in their careers. "I've been in that position, and it doesn't seem like it was that long ago," Ricciardo reflected, acknowledging the journey of young drivers eager to break into Formula One. "I respect that hunger because I've been there myself. The moment I feel like I'm just occupying a seat that I can't justify, I won't be comfortable. I won't want to stay in the sport." Ricciardo emphasized his respect for the journey of up-and-coming drivers, understanding the significance of giving them their chance. "I don't want to take away someone's opportunity. I value the path too much," he said. "But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm at that point yet. When I do, I'll be the first to speak up." For Ricciardo, this season represents a critical moment in his career, and he's treating it as possibly his last shot in F1. "Right now, it feels like my final chance, so I'm giving it everything I've got," he shared. "The juniors will have their time, but I don't feel ready to hand it over just yet." "They'll get that chance, but not yet." Before the Canadian Grand Prix, where Ricciardo secured his first top 10 finish of the year over a full-length race, he had been significantly outscored by his teammate Yuki Tsunoda, with the Japanese driver leading 19 points to Ricciardo's 5. Ricciardo's points all stemmed from an impressive fourth-place finish in the Miami Sprint. However, since Canada, the 8-time Grand Prix winner has started to turn things around, outscoring Tsunoda 7 points to 3. While this resurgence is modest, it has helped to quieten the immediate calls for Ricciardo to step aside for rising talents like Liam Lawson or Isack Hadjar. Ricciardo is no stranger to battling for form. Despite his memorable win at the Italian Grand Prix in 2021, his time at McLaren was marked by struggles, as he was consistently outperformed by teammate Lando Norris. This experience has made Ricciardo well acquainted with the pressures of maintaining his seat amid calls for change. After being bought out of his contract with McLaren in 2022, Daniel Ricciardo's F1 career seemed to be at an end. However, Red Bull offered their former driver a lifeline, initially bringing him on as a third driver. By mid-2023, Ricciardo was back in a race seat, replacing Nick de Vries after 10 rounds, a move Ricciardo himself acknowledged as his last chance. Now 35, Ricciardo understands that such an opportunity won't come around again. He is fully aware that if he cannot perform at the required level, his time in F1 will be over. But Ricciardo doesn't believe he's reached that point yet. "And look, if my results frickin' suck and whatever, then so be it, and that will happen," Ricciardo said. "But I personally don't feel like I'm there yet." Ricciardo is known for being brutally honest with himself. He admits that if he ever felt his heart wasn't racing anymore, he'd step aside, unwilling to occupy a seat he no longer deserved. "I think I'm also too honest with myself," he continued. "I think I would feel uncomfortable occupying a seat if I really didn't feel my heart was in it anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't feel good about it. So, they'll get that chance, but not yet." So, what do you think of Daniel Ricciardo's shocking exit plan from Formula One? Comment below your views and subscribe for more.